Hello, hello, hello. I'm trying to make sure I'm not fucking y'all's eardrums, even though I want to stick my dick in there. Kidding. Okay. Ooh, like that's loud, isn't it? Whatever. I'm just gonna do it. Dicks in y'all's ears. Sorry. Guys, I just sat here before I even started recording this and I went, I'm fucking pumped to myself. And I am. I'm fucking pumped. 2 weeks off? Way too much in my brain at the moment to fucking mouth. What's it called when you have a bunch of shit in your mouth? Not sucking a dick. Wait, what's it called when you have a lot of stuff that you have to say? Mouthful. I'm about to word vomit into all of you guys because I have had 2 weeks of build-up, of story times, of random thoughts, of questions from you guys, of just fucking my own thoughts in my head that I can't keep in. I'm here today to fucking give you guys the rundown on not only my life, but my fucking 19 years on Earth up to this point. 2 weeks off we can never do again. Anyways, party people, welcome back to Was That TMI, where we tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the fucking truth. Love that. Love that. Haven't said that in a minute. I'm gonna get that tattooed on my fucking cooch at some point in life. Definitely not gonna do that, but I need something for TMI on me. Guys, seriously, welcome back. If you're new here, go ahead and leave because this podcast sucks. If you're new here, my name's Sadie. I do porn. I don't know why am I in that mood today? I'm not horny. Why do I keep talking about dicks and sucking dicks and stuff? Stop. That's not what we're about here. I mean, we are, but like not what we talk about often, ever, honestly. This is why I can't not do this for 2 weeks. I'm fucking brain fucked. All right, the fuck words got to go too for a second. Holy shit. Guys, I'm sitting in my mama's car today. I'm back home right now. So I've been honestly all over the fucking country the past month. And now I'm back home. I have an actual watch party, not for the podcast, for myself while I record this. I see my dog right now. It's fucking at the grill. My dad's cooking burgers out back at the pole barn. My dog's begging for food. We got KK, my older brother, who some of you guys don't even know I have an older brother. He's about 21, I want to say. Not really sure. We were very close in age, a year apart in school. So he's here back home. He's never home because he's a baseball player. He's a pretty good baseball player. Drops this week. Hopefully he goes. If you guys like baseball, look out for the name Wyatt Crowell. We don't even really get along, so that's not me trying to like fucking, what's it called? When you're like supporting somebody. Boost his ego. I'm not even trying to do that because we don't even really get along. But he's a damn good baseball player and he's worked his whole life for it. And he's probably going to get drafted in the next 3 days. So big shout out to Big Bro right there. But he's here. One of his friends is here across the yard. He's walking something over right now. He probably is going to be like, Sadie, what the fuck are you doing? But it's okay. It's okay. We're not going to worry about that. But anyways, if I get distracted, you know why? Here comes Kelly. She's got an Ultra in her hand, of course. Actually, I think that's a margarita mix. The dog's sprinting through the yard now. Anyways, that's not why we're here today. We're not here to talk about what's going on around Sadie Crowell's yard right now. But we have a lot of shit to talk about today. And the first thing I'm going to talk about is the fact that Was That TMI finally has a motherfucking schedule. God, I can't stop saying fuck. Maybe I'll just get that tattooed. Was That TMI has never really had a schedule its whole life. I think we've been out for about 2 years now, and finally we have a schedule. I am sticking to posting every Sunday. If I miss a Sunday, beat my ass. Please go on the Instagram, tell me to go suck a dick. Why are we talking about this so much today? For real though, be like, Sadie, you missed it. Because here's the thing that you guys know. I don't really have a manager. I've never really had one. Finally, though, am getting some help. Thank you to those people. But I've never really had that. So if I don't post, no one's fucking yelling at me. No one's telling, like, you know when you're growing up and you miss something in school or whatever, and your parents are like, okay, why didn't you turn this in? Or like, your teacher's gonna yell at you. You know, if I don't post for 3 months on anything, no one except for you guys are gonna be like, Sadie, what the fuck? You know what I mean? So it's like, I have to tell myself, like, okay, I gotta do it. Like, I can't just be on the lake, like, yeah, well, here's the thing, I can. If I'm on the lake and I'm like, I'm so supposed to podcast today, but fuck it, I'll just do it next week or I'll do it a different day. No one on the lake with me is going to be like, oh, you should post today. They're like, okay, bet, take another shot. And it's like, I need to be more self-disciplined, and I give you guys full permission to be my mommy and daddy and discipline me. With that being said, was that TMI, new episode every Sunday. I feel like now that I've started doing visual, I can't go back. Even though I don't love the visual, I think I'm just going to keep it going, because that's the thing. I used to be able to be way more consistent because I could whip this thing out in my fucking bed if I had an idea, record an hour-long episode and be like, bet, fucking upload it. And it was so, like, simple. Not saying that this is hard, but it's just, like, when I'm trying to get my camera out and everything, I'm kind of, like, I have to, like, plan out the episode versus just mouth-balling you in my bed. I'm done with using the antonyms, whatever the fuck. I didn't go to school, so let's not make fun of me here. What's the TMI new schedule? Let's get a fucking round of applause. Thank you very much. Hope you clapped along with me in your car, in your house, wherever you are. I'm glad that you may be listening to What's That TMI. That was good. Don't even know what I just said, but I'm gonna clip that. Okay. Let's give a life update. We got a big life update today. Last time you guys spoke to me, I was sitting in a Tesla, a different car than what I'm in right now. I'm in my mom's Jeep right now that I actually got her for her birthday. You can go watch that on YouTube if you want. I'm sitting in my mama's car back in Florida, but I was in LA for the last episode that I recorded, and I was talking about something. I don't remember though, but let me go check. Oh, I let you guys send in voice memos of things that had happened, like crazy stories, and I was playing them and responding to them. That was actually pretty funny. But I was talking about how I was trying to adapt and changes in life and new things in life. And the way I got to LA was because I went to a festival in Bloomington, Illinois. Do you know where that is? I didn't either. I still don't know where it is, and I even went there. And then my boyfriend, if you're new here, you're probably like, no way this cunt has a boyfriend, but I do. I went from Bloomington, Illinois to Los Angeles with him because he convinced me to go back there with him, and I did. And when I recorded the episode, I think it was like day 1 of me being there, and I was like, it's not that bad this time. I will never be going to Los Angeles, California in my life unless I literally have an ambulance following me everywhere, because when I have a panic attack, I want someone there to make sure I can be told I'm alive and okay. Guys, I never experienced anxiety. I couldn't even tell you what level of anxiety I'm getting there. It's just like, I feel like I'm 12 years old again, having a fucking mental breakdown because my hair doesn't look good and I have to go to school or something. Seriously though, this will be my last LA rant. Because like I said, unless I can get sent out there with like some oxy, not glorifying that. Someone keeps on commenting on my pictures that I'm glorifying mixing pills and drinking, because I posted a picture on my story and I was like digging for my birth control, which we'll get into that whole shit. I was digging for my birth control on the ground while I was drunk because I dropped it, and if you take birth control, the pills are like itty bitty. Didn't find it, by the way. Don't know if I took it or not. I think I might have taken it and thought I dropped it. Searched for a fucking hour. I was waking up BF in the bed. I'm like, dude, what do I do? He's like, literally go to bed. But I posted something on my story and I was like, I've been looking for a pill for an hour. Some guy, I don't even know if it's a guy, some account, of course it's like some random ass username with a random ass profile picture with like fucking 3 plants posted on his feed, was like, she mixifies, yeah. She glorifies mixing pills, blah, 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 blah. And, like, has been commenting it on every social platform I have, being like, don't follow this girl, she does this. And so many of you guys are like, what the fuck, dude? That's why I love you guys, because you guys actually, like, know. You guys are like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? But, yeah. So, I guess he's probably gonna comment on this and be like, see? She said take oxy. No, but for real, I would need the biggest, like, settling legal medication to ever be in LA again. And it's like, why do I do that to myself? I can go anywhere else in the country, be completely fine. Why am I going to send myself somewhere that's going to send me into orbit? Not doing it anymore. Making a fucking pact. I'm posting every week on Was That TMI on Sundays. There's a new episode, and I'll never go to Los Angeles, California again. That's my rules. If you live there, I'm not even hating on it for you. There's just something for me there that just doesn't feel right. I've tried it a million times, open-minded, can't do it. I think if I went with a group of friends, maybe I would have a different experience, but just going out there and still not knowing anyone. I've tried to meet people. I still have not really met anyone. I can't do it. I can't do it. But anyways, I'm just going to give some rundowns on why it got so bad, or just how it got so bad, and why I feel so bad for my fucking boyfriend, and I'm shocked he hasn't broken up with me. Literally, I can't sleep out there. I'm someone who will be exhausted, go upstairs, lay in my bedroom, and then be hit with a wave of energy and not be able to sleep. But it's like happy energy. It's like I'm going to play a song, get up and dance in my room like I'm at a concert, even though I'm not. And then I'll suddenly hit a wall and fall asleep. But it's like happy energy. Like I'm energized. I'm on TikTok. I'm looking at my TV, watching shit. Like I'm just full of like energy, and it's the ADHD in me. This isn't what it's like not being able to sleep in LA. For me, not being able to sleep in LA, I sit there and I cry. I sit there and I cry, and I think about my whole life, and I think about what I could be doing, but I'm not doing it. And I think about what different life paths I should be on. It's literally just like negative, negative, negative. All I can think about is negative shit, and it's so bad. I literally will wake up BF and make him stay awake until I fall asleep. Like, I'll beg him to do that. It's ridiculous. Like, I'll even say, if I was watching it in third person right now, I'd probably tell myself to go fucking, I don't know. Not gonna say that. Get a drink is what I need. But yeah, and then I had a crying mental breakdown in his bathroom, was shaking, literally couldn't breathe. Finally, he calmed me down. God bless this man. Like, literally, I don't know how he did it. I don't know how he did it, put up with me for that week. But here's the thing. I warned him on the plane when we were flying there. I was like, dude, I'm just going to let you know, I'm already having second thoughts about going here. So if it's a rough week, you got to deal with it. And he did. He did. He was a soldier. He pushed through. He even took me to the beach one day. He took me to the beach and was just trying to be nice. And I just, literally nothing could go right for me. Like, okay, I also was on my period. Gonna throw that one out there too. Was on my period this week. But I knew, I was like, LA, my period, we're fucked, bro. We're fucked. And we were fucked. At least I was. And we went to the beach. But just listen, like, we went to the beach and we went to this taco place. And I was like, he loves to choose food places that are really scary. Like, I have a weak stomach, so I'm not really specific on what I eat, but like, if you take me to kind of a rundown looking restaurant, but you're like, this is fucking good though, I'm like, yeah, no shot I'm eating this. I will probably shit my brains out or throw up, so I can't do it, even though no matter what I eat, I'll do that. But he takes me to this like taco place, and I'm like, I just knew it would be like this. And I was like kidding. And then he was like, okay, I don't want you to eat the tacos because then you're going to be complaining about that. So we go to this pizza place. Well, it's like a walk-up pizza place. I actually want to talk about this shit for a second. It's a walk-up pizza place. So you walk up there and you can sit down inside if you want. But like, you walk up and you order. So he orders his pizza and I'm like, you know what? I'll probably get pizza too. So then I'm sitting there. I'm like, hey, can I get a bottled water and a piece of this pizza? He's like, sure. And the guy, not to be mean, like, this isn't even mean, he just wasn't that friendly at all. Like, he wasn't friendly at all. He was just like, what do you want? Okay. And it, it's a New York pizza place in California. What the fuck do you expect? And so he then was like, this is how much it is. And it's like, you're at McDonald's. Like, you're fucking paying for your food and then you're walking away. And so I pay for my food. He gives me the receipt. I sign it and I give it back to him. And he just gives me this look. And I'm like, what the fuck? And he was like, this one's yours, hands me my receipt, and I realized that there was a tip section on it, which, like, I'm very good with that shit. Like, if I'm going out to eat, I normally tip more than you should, not trying to be, like, that person that's like, yeah, I'm so nice, whatever. No, it's just that, like, if someone's friendly and they're waiting on me, I'm gonna be nice to them and tip them good. Or if you can, just do it, And so, I didn't tip, and then I walked outside, and I asked Charlie, I was like, did you tip him? And he was like, yeah, it's like a restaurant. And I'm like, no, it's not. You're walking up and you're telling them what you want and paying right there. Like, I feel like it's not a tipping vibe. Like, what? And I was like, and the guy was a dick. And he was like, babe, like, you didn't tip? And I'm like, no. And I start crying probably because I'm on my period. This was the 10th thing that happened that day that was making me emotional. And I literally just started crying. Then this sweet girl walks up and she's like, hi, I love you. I take a picture with her, run across the street, get $20 cash, go and hand it to him. And he was just like, thanks. And the guy was still a dick. And I was like, okay, I shouldn't have tipped him. Why am I doing this? Like, why? Now even at Starbucks, you go to Starbucks, they take your order and then they give you the little tip thing. And it's like, but why am I tipping you? Unless you're over the top nice, I'd rather hand you $5 to keep. But like, why is there a tip option? Like, that's why there's little tip bins, or there used to be. I guess not a lot of people use cash anymore, but I don't know. I feel like if you're going through a drive-through and they're taking your order and giving you your food, why do we have to tip? That's like not, if I'm going down sitting somewhere and you're a waiter or waitress and you're coming and waiting on me and having a conversation, hi, my name is blah, 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 I'll be taking your orders today. Well, like, that's no shit you tip. But like, I don't know. I'm not gonna fucking tip at Starbucks unless the person's really nice. But then you fucking tip them and it goes to every single person working there. So it's like, I'd rather just hand them some money. But yeah, I realized it was my last one. Last hurrah out there in the city of devils. Literally, I'm not kidding. If you see me out there and you look at my phone, it's probably always on the Delta app because I am always questioning getting that flight right then. I'm like, okay, one leaves in fucking 3 hours. If I go back to the house right now and pack my stuff, I'll be there in an hour. I'll make it. Like, I'm not kidding. I'm not even trying. I can't. I'm a dramatic person, but that's not drama to me. That's genuinely how I feel in that place. Anyways, we left LA. So the boy I'm dating, he had a show in Boise at the end of the week. And so basically the plan was to be at the music festival we were at and then leave there. By the way, this is all vlogged and it's been posted, so you can go watch if you want. But left the music festival we were at, go to LA, leave there, go to the new festival that he was playing at, be there for like a day, and then come back to Florida where I live because he hadn't been to Florida in a minute, so he was going to come here with me. And we go to Boise. Of course, I'm fine. Literally fine. Boise, is it Idaho? Yeah, Boise, Idaho. Don't even know where that is still on the map, if I'm being completely honest. But loved the place. Loved it. Excuse me. I loved Idaho. I thought it was so fun, so cool. Everyone there was very, very friendly. The little city, it reminded me of like a suburb, like where I used to live back in Atlanta. Like downtown area, like walk around. Obviously, it's not that big of a place, but it was really pretty. And it was like well kept, very clean. So shout out Idaho. Shout out all the fans I met there too. Was not expecting that at all. But I met a lot of you guys. And shout out these 3 little girls. Not little, they're like my age. But they worked at a smoothie place, like an acai bowl smoothie place. And they were so cute and just so friendly. And meeting you guys is literally the best because there's some people are obviously like, holy fucking shit, I never thought I would meet you before. And it's kind of like a freak out situation because it's like, I get it. Like, we're meeting. You probably have seen me online. Or if you're coming up to me and you've watched me for a while, it's like, you're like, what is going on? It's kind of like a sense of shock. But it's so nice because I feel like the bond I have with every single one of you through this, like through just the internet is something, but then meeting you guys in person just makes me realize how strong it really is. I've never met a fan and felt like I couldn't be friends with them outside of like them meeting me ever. And that's how it was with these 3 girls. I just spit. With these 3 girls, I just met them. They were so cute, so nice, and one of them was like, I have a twin sister, like I wanted to come. They had FaceTimed her. The next day I went back and said hi. And then the sister came, and it was the last night that we were in Boise, and I was talking to all of them, and I'm not trying to fucking say this so I sound like a nice person or whatever the fuck, but I was walking away from talking to them for like a while, and I was like, all right, next time I'm here, like, I'm gonna come find you guys if you're still working here, like, whatever. And I started walking away. I think I might have said it to them. I was like, fuck, this is the worst part. Because I leave. I walk, like, I'm leaving. Like, I'm probably not going to see them again, honestly. And I'm like, fuck, this is the worst part. And then I was like, just give me all your Instagrams. And we made, like, a little group message on Instagram called Smoothie Girls. I don't even know if anyone said anything in it. But I'm just like, I literally want to hang out with all of you. I want to meet all of you. I want to hang out with all of you. I've never met one of you and been like, what the fuck, ever. I would be honest. Like, if there was like a weird fan experience, I probably would talk about it. Not because the person's weird. Maybe I'm weird. But I've just never had like a bad experience. And I've met so fucking many of you. Like, I genuinely have met a ton of you. And it's the best thing ever. It's so cool. And I just feel like we're all best friends, and it's nothing will ever compare. And if I can have that, like, I don't even care if it gets bigger. I don't even care. Obviously, it's great to see growth and gain more of you guys and have more people, but like, just with what I have, it's just so awesome and amazing. And I love you guys. And those of you that think I contribute to your life at all, just know you guys contribute to mine a fuck ton more. Like, you really do, without realizing it. Then we left Boise. Shout out the Smoothie Girls, though. Left Boise. We didn't know where we were going, and we last minute decided that we were going to go to Seattle, where BF grew up and used to live, because I hadn't met, like, his mom yet, and we've been together for a long time. Like, we've been together for a while. I think we're going on, like, just, let's take into account, I have been talking to him since like December, but I've been talking about him on the pod since like October, I want to say. It's been a fucking fat minute. Who's shocked? Me. I am. But let's look at the bright side. Sadie's doing something good for once. So we last minute went to Seattle, and we went to go meet his mom and just his friends and be there for a few days. We were there for like the weekend, I think. I don't really know. I couldn't even tell you what day it is right now. But, oh, it's Sunday, because I'm uploading this today, because I'm very last minute. Doesn't matter, because I'm doing it. We surprised his mom. Wait, okay. So, yeah, let's talk about a fucking terrifying experience for me. Never have met his mom before, and we're surprising her. I'm like, what if she's like, what? Like, I didn't know if she was like a planning type and like was gonna be mad that we were there. Actually, she said she kind of did like to plan things, but she was totally cool with us being there. His mom's fucking sick. Don't even need to get into that because that's like some personal shit. But no, we didn't tell anyone we were really coming. We kind of just last minute slid into Seattle. Just like I'm sliding my fingers on my legs right now because I'm dripping sweat. But literally went into his backyard, like snuck back there. I actually have 2 pictures of us. Maybe I'll pop them up or I'll go put them on the Instagram of us crawling through his fucking yard, and we surprised them. I love surprises. It was so cool and wholesome. It was so wholesome that night. Like, his house actually reminds me a lot of mine. Like, it's like where his mom lives in Seattle, or his parents. I shouldn't be saying this. This is like not. Anyways, just really wholesome day. That's all I'm gonna say. I was like leaving. We left that night because we were going to meet his friends and hang out with his friends. And I was just sitting there, and I was like, I didn't even know what to say because I was just smiling. And he kept on being like, what? And I was like, fuck, like, I'm such a fucking, like, hard ass. Like, I try and be a hard ass so much to where I'm like, oh, yeah, like, what? I don't want a boyfriend. Like, what? Why would I do that? Like, that's stupid. And then I was like, I can feel it in my heart. Like, that night, my heart was like, oh, my God, these are the type of things that matter. Like, this is a real experience. Not saying you need a boyfriend and to go meet his mom to have feeling in your heart, but I was just like, I normally try and push these things away that like are serious, and it's like I kind of try and just like travel a bunch and party and meet new people, but then it's like I'll go travel somewhere and meet a group of people and party with them and then leave and like never see them again, and it's like, what am I getting out of it? You know, it's just like, yes, it's fun, I love doing that type of stuff, but I think I've always been scared of something consistent and like kind of serious because I'm like, oh, well, when it ends, what's the point? And I think you guys have honestly probably seen me grow from that just off the episodes. And yeah, it was really cute. I met his grandma. I don't know. I loved Seattle. Fucking orca whales are in Seattle, and you can take a boat to go see them, and we didn't do it, but I'm not mad about it because we were only there for a minute. But when I tell you, I almost had an orgasm when I saw a sign that said whale watching, promise to see, and there was a picture of a fucking orca. I was like, if I go on that boat and we see an orca whale, I'm fucking jumping off that bitch onto its back and riding it and calling it Willie. Like, literally, when I tell you guys, I had a deep, probably like unhealthy obsession with orca whales when I was in about 6th grade. I'm talking about writing letters to fucking SeaWorld. Writing letters. I wrote letters. I got on the phone with people. I am blocked by every SeaWorld account, actually, because I was telling them that they were awful people for holding the orca whales, and now orca whales can never be born into captivity again. Definitely not done by me, but I was a part of that cult of free the whales. I still agree with it, though. Next one, Seattle. Just know if I post an orca whale, I'm probably going to go into a coma for a few days because I probably won't be able to really process anything else in life. Still have an obsession with them. They have a big part of their brain that we don't have, and it's all built off emotion. I can't even get into all of it right now because I know way too much and it's going to scare someone. I'm sweating. I'm taking 5 minutes to break. I'm actually getting a phone call. 5 minutes. We're back during the fuck was that noise? And we're back. During that 5-minute break, I definitely picked the fuck out of the side of my face. My face is breaking out, like purging right now, and it like kind of started happening, and I was like, oh, whatever. But then it was like hurting. Like, this is like painful fucking acne that I've never really dealt with before, and I'm hoping it goes away. I think it's from cold turkeying birth control again after like 3 days, but we'll get into that later, like I said. Or it's hormonal, I don't really know, but it fucking hurts and I'm hoping it goes away. Or it's my diet or the alcohol consumption, who knows. Just wanted to forewarn you that I just popped like 9 pimples, so if you're watching on visual, sorry. So anyways, after Seattle, me and Charlie actually got a flight out of Seattle. I'm very last minute flight booker, so I don't really know what's gonna come up. I don't know if like, and it's not really this way with him, but like my thing, like when I went to Illinois for this, what the fuck? There's some weird ass fucking whistle noise and it's pissing me off. I'm just gonna talk over it. It went away. Maybe it's just my fucking brain. But when I went to Illinois for that festival I told you I went to, you guys probably like, shut the fuck up, Sadie. We've heard enough about this fucking festival. Tailgates and Tall Boys is what it's called. Shout out Austin and Wayne, the owners of the whole thing. 2 DILFs, not to be inappropriate, but they are. And I will definitely be at every single tailgate and tall boy event after that one because it was fun as fuck. But when I went to Illinois, the place we were at, it's in the middle of buttfuck nowhere. Like, nothing's fucking around there. And that's why so many people that I met there were like, why the fuck are you here? And I was like, I don't know, but I'm coming the fuck back. And I might be staying here for a week because I don't have a ticket booked out of there. I went there with no ticket booked out. That's why I like to drive, because I never have plans for anything. So I'm like, I'm going to drive to each spot. That way, if someone calls me 2 hours away and wants me to go there, I can. I just need my car. So I'm a very last minute flight booker. That's why when I was there, I somehow got convinced to go to LA. Who would have thought that would have happened? Not me, but it did. Anyways, you know, when BF is traveling with me, he has to be that way as well, because I'm not going to make the plans and he's not either. So we were in Seattle, not really knowing what day we were leaving for Florida. Well, of course, we wait until the day before to book the tickets. So I find a ticket. It was the only fucking one that was like not $1,000 for one way. And it was at like 5 a.m. And he was like, yeah, that's good. His favorite thing to do is not listen to me when I'm making plans and asking if it's okay. And then like 6 hours later being like, wait, so is this the plan? Fuck. And I'm like, okay, what? But that's just a guy thing, I guess. So we booked this flight. We're like trying to figure out where we're going to sleep because where his mom lives is like pretty far from the airport. So we were like, we're going to have to leave the house at like 3 a.m. Where are we going to sleep? So we slept kind of closer to the airport. Do you hear that? Please, does anyone hear that? I don't know what that was. I don't know what it is. It's some weird ass sound, but I cracked the car door and it's going away. So you might hear some birds instead. Anyways. Okay, I'm talking over the sound, whatever. I just can't deal with it. So we booked this flight and he's like, oh, we'll sleep at my grandma's house because my grandmother, she lives closer to the airport, whatever, it'll be easier. I'm like, okay, cool. So we sleep on his grandma's couch because I'm like, we shouldn't sleep in the bedroom. Like, I'm very much so, like, if I'm going to your parents' house, I feel like, speak of the devil, his grandma texted me. Just kidding. I'm like, if we're going to like your parents' house, your grandma's house, and it's like my boyfriend, I feel like we're kids. We shouldn't sleep in the same bed. But then I'm like he's like, no, we're kind of adults. And then like when all my friends come home from college and they have boyfriends, they sleep in the same bed. And at first I was very like, huh? And then I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Like, I guess it doesn't really matter. But at Gma's house, I was like, no, we should sleep on the couch. I think I posted something on What's That TMI Instagram, and I was like, I'm sleeping on my boyfriend's grandma's couch right now. Are we married yet? Question mark. We actually are. All that happened. That's why I have to explain so much today. I need that to stop. Maybe it will. I don't know.
The free Upside app and use
fucking Christ. So anyways, I had my alarm set, so did he. I am someone who can't wake up to alarms, and it's actually like a actual issue. It really is. It's not a joke. I'm being completely serious. I cannot wake up to alarms, and when I do finally wake up and I see what time it is, I'll start to bawl my eyes out crying because I hate waking up late. I hate wasting a day. I hate it. If I wake up past 11, I think the day's over. I'm like, fuck, I fucked it up. I might as well stay in bed all day. And it's been a problem for a while. I think I talked about it actually on the last episode. I can't wake up to fucking alarms. And so we're sleeping on this couch. Well, it's like an L shape. Like that. He's right here. I'm on this side. I couldn't really fall asleep that night. Of course, he's out like a fucking light, like he always is. I'm jealous. It's fine. And if you can fall asleep fast, that's, I think, if I could get something in my life, like a trait, I would ask for that. I wouldn't even ask to be like, never put on weight, eat whatever the fuck I want. No, it'd be to fucking fall asleep when I want, because I can't ever. Or wake up when I want. Actually, just, I would say fuck sleep. I don't even need it. Fuck it. But I couldn't fall asleep, so I'm on my phone until like 2:30 a.m. And then finally, I'm like, all right, I'm tired. I need to go to bed. And I put my phone down. Ringer is on. It's right next to me, which, this is the thing. If it's across the room for me, it's not loud enough for me to even want to get up and turn it off. I can hear it, but it's just going to be a faint thing in my dream in the background, like someone's playing a song for me. If it's right next to me, can't do that either. You know why? I'll fucking grope the phone in my sleep and fucking every 10 minutes just click that sound button to where it just goes silent, but it keeps going off. The snooze, that needs to be disabled. The fucking, you can click the sound button and it snoozes it. Fuck that. Fuck that. I'm gonna rip the buttons off my phone. So I have the phone on the ottoman, and his is set too. And I go to bed at 2:30. I think it was set, the alarm was set for like 3:10, 3:20, 3:30, 3:31, 3:32. There was fucking a million set. And it goes off. I'm assuming it went off. I don't know what happened, because I woke up at fucking 4:10. 4:10. Woke up, looked at the phone, thought I was still dreaming, and I was like, it might actually be 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. when I'm still in my dream and I need to wake up. I lucid dream sometimes, so I wasn't sure. Then I woke him up and we were like, okay, it's 4 a.m. Keep in mind, we're like 40 minutes from the airport, I want to say, and our flight leaves at like 5. So we're waking up to a missed flight. I'm like, okay, fuck, how do we get our money? Because we need to book a new flight. There was no more flights for that day, unless we wanted to pay like $1,600 now. Don't know what that's about, but I guess United had some shortage of pilots. I don't fucking know. Hurry up and cancel my flight. He's calling people who booked his flight, trying to figure out if he can cancel his. We both cancel our flights, we get the flight credit. Well, then we realize there's not another flight, so we're going to have to be there another day. So we're there another day. Then I finally find a flight to Atlanta for like $500 each. I don't know. Excuse me. Flights were so expensive. And listen, you might be like, yeah, no shit, you dumbass. You're booking it the day before. No. I do that a lot. I'm telling you, these flights were like $2,000. $2,000 a piece, a pop for one way. $2,000. Okay? Fuck that. Are you kidding? No. I'll walk. Flew to Atlanta. Called my dad. My dad was like, if you guys fly to Atlanta, I'll come up there and pick you up. Big Daddy Lester, thank you so much. Papa, that's gross. Don't let me say that again. But my dad did do the drive up there with my little brother Cooper. They drove up there. They picked us up. That was an awkward sitch for the boyfriend. Apologize to him, but it's okay. He dealt through it. I don't know. It's like the second time he's met my family and I'm making him sit in a car for 5 hours with my dad driving. It's fine. He killed it. He did a good job. But anyways, we came to Florida. We're here in Florida for a little bit. I want to say bringing someone from the West Coast to Florida and where I live has made me appreciate it a lot more because, you know, he's over here and he's like, this is fucking awesome. And he's like, I see my part of Florida where I live in the ball sack. I'm like, this part of Florida sucks. Like, it gets cold during the winter. It's fucking, I'm like really far left in the ball sack. And, you know, I'm not on the 30A pretty beaches. I'm far over to where the beaches are still pretty, but the town is just like, what the fuck? And, you know, this boy from Seattle was like, this is fucking great. What's wrong with this? I don't get it. And I'm like, you know what? You're right. Like, he's like, you're an hour from the beach. This is sick. And then, like, I live in a farmhouse pretty much. And I'm like, you know what? This is sick. This is sick. And I need to appreciate it. He did throw out he was like, how's the winter here? And I'm like, yeah, see, that's where it takes a turn. But the winters aren't that bad. It doesn't get that cold. Like, it's not like a terrible winter. My mom was like, you need to live on a fucking island with what you want. I'm like, I want sun all year round where it's warm. She's like, yeah, well then go to fucking Jamaica or some shit, Sadie. So I will say it has made me appreciate more where I live and want to be here more, even though I already booked a ticket for my next trip. It's fine. You know, I'm a traveling girl.
I'm just a traveling man, you see.
But so 4th of July, I'm sure you guys are like, Sadie, your favorite day of the year. That is my favorite holiday. I'm a big lover of America. And if you want to hate me for that, hate me for it. That's my opinion. I love our country. We have the freedom to be who we want and do what we want. So I love America. America, land of the free because of the brave. Shout out our troops. I'm a big American fan. My dad was born in Cuba. So was my old neighbor. So I've heard a lot of crazy stories of, you know, people coming to America and why they love America. So I love America, and 4th of July is something that I love. I also just love the colors, not gonna lie. Red, white, and blue. People are like, oh, she loves America. And my wallet, where's my American flag wallet? People are like, oh, what the fuck, American stan. But no, I am, but like, I do just love red, white, and blue a lot. If you go peep the merch at sadiecurl.com, a lot of it's red, white, and blue just because I love those colors. Speaking of merch, this just got put back on the website. The iconic phone case that hasn't been there, and we have some other ones. Duck off, DILF Nation, go check them out. Anyways, the 4th was on a Tuesday, which kind of sucked this year because, you know, you normally want it on like a Friday because it's like you can celebrate Friday and then you have the weekend and whatever. I personally think the best day for the 4th to be is Sunday because then you have Monday off. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you're partying your ass off. It being on Tuesday this year, I don't know, it was kind of weird because like you couldn't go that hard on Tuesday because you had to work Wednesday. Not me, but just people. So no one really was doing anything. Like my like hometown friends, everyone was kind of working. And the kids I know in Florida love them to death. I just never know what the fuck they're gonna do ever. They're kind of last minute people. And so having him here, I wanted to make sure we had something set to do. And then my friend Tyler Hearing, who I talked about on the last podcast, who ditched me, was having a 4th of July party. So we went up to Tyler's and it was so fun. Tyler's is always so fun. They live on the lake. His parents are amazing. He has the best family. But we went up there. We're on the lake. Everything. I thought I was going to get sloshed. I held it down. I really was a good Samaritan this 4th. I, you know, had a few drinks, but there was never a point where I was really like, you know, I was just chilling. I did fucking rip up that wake surf though. I've never wake surfed in my life and I got up the first try. So fuck all y'all. I was also hammered. But really, I wasn't, like, ever that fucked up. I was when I got on that wake surf thing, though. But then I was fine. But fireworks were going off. It was pretty. Loved the 4th. Then I started feeling not so good because my stomach can't really handle anything. I also started a new birth control. And I was on it for 3 days and immediately started getting the fucking stomach issues I had on my last one. Like, I could just feel, it feels like there's, like, rocks in my stomach. and just like I'm gassy, and it's just my stomach had been so good for so long after getting off that last birth control. I was just like, no. Threw up because I just have to every time I drink, which I hadn't had to do in a while, but I did. Threw up. I was like, fuck this birth control. Then I lost it on the ground, and I was like, all right, I'm cold turkeying this shit. And yeah, I did. I need to find like a nutritionist to tell me what BC to go on. And everyone's like, get the copper IUD. My thing is just, I'm like, if I want to stop taking something, I want to be able to stop it myself. I know the copper IUD doesn't give you hormones or anything, but like, if I got it in and started having issues with it, then I have to go and get it taken out. No, I just want to be able to do it myself. Like, I want to be able to be like, yep, I'm done with this, you know? Same with like vaping. I'm acting like I have to go to the doctor's office if I want to like try vaping a different way. No, but like vaping, like I'm someone who's very like, okay, I'm done. And like, we'll just like quit the vape for a week. So I kind of am doing birth control the same way at the moment. I really am though. That was whatever. One thing though I will say about the 4th is it reminded me how horny I get for boats and jet skis and all that. I really am just like, I love that shit. I fucking love that shit. Being on a boat makes me so horny. Not actually, but like, I just love boats so much. Being on a jet ski actually will turn me on. But just, remember that t-shirt I sold, Boats Make Me Horny? Still to this day, fucking love it. So after the 4th, me and Charlie were back in Florida because we went up to Bama for it. And kind of just chilled. He's a very chill guy. You guys are going to meet him on an episode. He promised he would, so he will. Not sure when, but he will be the next guest. You know, he's a good, just chill dude. And so we just kind of went to the beach, hung out, chilled. The last day I took him over to like all the other beaches and showed him that. Like, I live like near 30A, which if you know what 30A is, if you don't, look it up. If you do, it's just like fucking sick. Like, it's, if you've never been to Florida and seen that, like, it's cool. So went over there, and then he left. I did shed a tear. I didn't think I would. It's more just like, I hate my phone. I hate being on the phone a ton, and I love talking to him all the time. Like, we're literally best friends. Like, we are dating, but first we're best friends, I will say. Like, we don't stop talking. We both have such bad ADHD that, like, since the day we've met, we've never not been able to talk about something all day long. We just do. And so it just sucks when, like, he has to leave, because then we're, like, on our phones, and it's just kind of like, fuck. And he's really far. But it's okay. That's going great. I'm, like, really happy with where it is, and it doesn't hold me back in any way. I've realized that. Like, I still have my complete Sadie life and independently do my own thing, but then have him as well, and it's amazing. So, yeah. I'm happy. There's that update. It's still shocking. It's still crazy. And yeah. I just never would have thought. It's just so funny to me because literally, and I know I say this all the time and it probably annoys you guys at this point, but I literally can't tell you how anti-boyfriend I was. Like, even my grandparents knew. My grandparents, who are old and have flip phones, were like, no, Sadie doesn't have a boyfriend. She'll never have a boyfriend anytime soon. She doesn't want one. They knew that, like, they say that to me. They're like, when did you get a boyfriend? What the fuck? Like, you were the one who didn't want a boyfriend. I'm confused. And I'm like, I know. But he's the same way though. Like, it's weird for the both of us, but we're both happy. So yeah, I'm excited for you guys to meet him. Anyways, Char left. Goodbye. I also exposed the fuck out of us the other day of our tattoos. I don't know. We'll tell that story together. Maybe he might get mad at me for that, but it's fine. The day he left, the Blue Angels were happening. If you don't know what the Blue Angels are, it's basically these like 4, maybe 5, maybe 6. Not gonna butcher the number. I'm just gonna say jets. Because they're these blue jets that have flown around. I don't know. They're based out of Pensacola. I don't even know the backstory. But it's just basically these jets that go up in the air and do shit that makes you want to shit your pants because it's just insane. And, like, everyone gets horny over it. There's fucking thousands of people out there watching it. The parking lots fill up at, like, 3:30 a.m. to watch them because they put on a show once a year. We see them actually a lot living here because they practice and shit. But, they were out at the beach and, my dad and one of his friends were going out on the boat. Like I said, my older brother's here and one of his friends. So I went with them to go watch the Blue Angels because I knew if I came home I was going to get sad. So I went and met them. We took the boat across the bay, and there was a ton of people out there. Always so fun. Everyone's normally so nice. And we got out there. The one thing with Florida is people think that it just like doesn't rain and it's always hot. Bullshit, it rains every fucking day. But normally for like 30 minutes and then it's sunny again. So we're out watching the Blues. It was sprinkling a little bit. These fucking jets are flying everywhere. I'm already drunk. Everyone else is too. And it's only like 2 p.m. I also, let me tell you this. There was what I thought was a cup holder, but it's really a pole holder. Don't even know. Sorry. I set my noon in there, my high noon. By the way, I'm totally not off those. That's all I drink. Set my high noon in there, and then I had my vape, which I quit for a week. Let's be easy on me. Quit for a week, and then started partying a lot again, so I got one. Because I don't want to use other people's. We've been through this. It's fine. And fucking, I lift up my high noon to drink it, and then I'm searching everywhere for my vape. I'm like, what the fuck? Where'd it go? Fell in the fucking hole, and we couldn't get it out. And I was like, I guess that's just a sign. So haven't gotten one again. It's been a day. It's fine. But, and then, like I said, it was kind of sprinkling, raining a little bit. Then all of a sudden we just see these clouds coming as these planes are flying, like the Blues are going. And Kelly's laughing at me. I didn't really know what happened. I just heard the guy who owns the boat that we were on was like, we need to go now before all of these boats try and go. Like, we need to go ahead and head out. So we're kind of heading out. We're kind of cruising. It looks like this storm might pass. Well, then it starts like kind of raining. And, you know, we've all been in the water all day and shit. So none of us are really minding. And I was just kind of cold. And there wasn't really a ton of room on the boat to like get cover. But there was one of those little things, like a lot of center console boats have like the storage underneath the center console. My friend Slater, he has this big ass boat and you could like fit like 5 people under there. Well, so this guy had like a littler boat, but I could fit under there. And I'm like, oh, I'm just going to go chill under there while we're just sitting here in the rain. Well, then we start fucking moving and I'm in this fucking electrical cabin. Felt like I was in the Titanic submarine. I was like, if you put me in one of those jets right now flying above us, I would feel the same way I do in this bitch. Banging my fucking head, trying to open this door, but every time I'd go to open the door, it would slam back shut on me. I'm literally filming myself in there. I have my high noon, my phone, there's wires everywhere, and I'm just fucking bobbing around in this bitch, hearing the rain, hitting waves. Every time the boat would kind of slow down, I would try and get out. Finally, I get out of there. They're like, we thought you fucking died. They were like, we literally thought that you were in there, and we were going to open it, you're going to be fucking dead or passed out. I'm out of there, hanging out. We pull up on this little cove beach, and it was still raining pretty heavy, and we just knew we couldn't keep going. Like, we were like, we just need to pull over. None of us are worried. All of us are just like, whatever, it's fine. Like, none of us are fucking worried at all. Pogue life. Cooper's doing a full sprint through the grass right now. I need you guys to see this, but he'd probably kill me. He also has a shirt of him on it. He's wearing a black shirt. He's on the shirt with no shirt, holding a banana. Hey, come here. Show them your shirt. Sit on my lap.
No, I'm not sitting in your lap.
Okay, well then they can't see it. He's in that growing up stage right now. Anyways, pull up on this cove. Then all of a sudden, there's this little boat pulling up next to us. And we were like, oh, we must have had the right idea. And we see other boats coming in and we're like, okay, but I have my eye on this little boat, right? You know, I'm in the water floating around like a fucking idiot while it's lightning and shit. And this boat pulls up, and this guy, of course, my fucking my dad and the other guy are like talking to the dude. And he's like, yeah, I lost my buddy. I don't know where he went. We all were taking our boats out of the fucking area where the Blues are. And I didn't even hear that. I got told that because I was focused on how fucking sexy this man was. Want to talk about a DILF? Let me tell you. Also, I get a lot of fucking shit. People are like, you have a boyfriend? Stop talking about DILFs. Guys, it's like, I'm not actually going to fuck the DILF. But it's just like, damn. I, like, DILF. Like, sorry. I've talked about him for fucking 3 years now. I'm going to keep talking about him. My husband will be a DILF. And I'll still have dads over being like, DILF? Or we'll just move on to GILFs. But there's this guy there. And I'm literally like, holy shit. Like, no fucking way. And he's like, I lost my buddy. He has these 2 kids on the boat. I feel bad. I'm like, oh my God. He probably has no idea what he's doing or what to do. Then we feel this cold air, this cold wind blow by us. And my dad's like, yeah, you feel that? We're about to get fucking poured on. And Mike's like, everyone get on the boat. The guy who owns the boat, he was like, everyone get the fuck on the boat. We're taking it back in the canal. At least we're going to try and get some cover. Like, we can't be out here with this shit. I'm like, but still not scared. I'm just drinking my noon. I'm like, whatever. So we take the boat back in this canal. There's these people that have a waterfront home on this canal that are looking up or out at the bay, literally waving, going like this, telling us to come. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, no way this is happening. They have us up on their dock. They're literally like, come up on the dock. Like, it's fine. Like, come up here, get out of the rain. Talk about nice people and Southern hospitality. You had it right there. That was a fucking, I should have filmed the whole thing, entitled it that. But they were so nice. We go up there. For some reason, someone decided that we needed to bring the fucking liquor bottle up there. Seconds of getting up there and them giving us towels. Bottle fucking breaks. There's liquor all over their fucking porch. I'm like, of course that'd be our group. Like, are you kidding? Well, then we see this other boat coming. They're waving that boat up there, and I'm just like, where the fuck is the DILF? Where's the DILF? Where's the DILF? Is the DILF okay? Guys, there's this guy on a boat with kids out there. We really need to get him. That was me. Fucking, here he comes. I'm like, oh, they got kids. They got the children. Bring them up. Bring them up. Fucking DILF comes up. No ring. I think he did say he had a wife. I don't know. But he did also say he was fucking a Navy pilot for a little bit. Anyways, he was on my story. If anyone wants to go do face recognition, feel free. But if that no ring really was a no ringer, man, someone scoop that up right off the plate, because he was a one-of-a-kind dime. And he kept on talking about his buddy who wound up going to the bar instead of fucking getting on the water. So his buddy might be hot too. You might get a double whammy there. That's about an hour-long episode, and I am not mad about it. I'm excited. I'm glad we're back. That was a big life update. That was a lot of story times. That was a lot of rando thoughts. That was a lot of, I need a birth control that's not going to make me fucking shit my pants and puke. That was a, I'm in a happy relationship ? What? That was a, I'm never going to LA again. So the last LA rant ever. And that was also a great fucking episode of Was That TMI? I loved that. That was good. That was good. I hope you guys enjoyed. I've missed you so much. I'm excited for this Sunday fun day type beat we got going for us. It's going to be good. I don't want to say that again. That was gross. Pray for people in need. I was going to say my face, but I felt selfish saying that. Guys, I really do hope this goes away though. But I'll see you here next Sunday. I love you guys so much. And yeah, I hope you all are great. Stay tuned with the Instagram and the merch, because we have TMI merch coming soon in a summer collection. I love you guys.